Tired of feeling stuck, unseen, or like your body isn't yours anymore? It's time for a reset. Welcome to An Ageless Life, the midlife reset show, where science, movement, and mindset help you feel strong, energized, and like yourself. I'm Devi, a clinical pharmacist, Argentine tango dancer and instructor, and your guide for redefining how women thrive and grow in midlife and beyond. Let's get started. Move your body, wake up your brain. Clear thinking starts in your body. So you know that foggy feeling, that feeling when you walk into a room and you completely forget why you were there, or you've opened up an email that you have to make a decision on what to do, and 15 minutes later, you're like, I still don't know what I need to do. And you might think that what you need is another cup of coffee, or you might think, I'm getting old and losing it. But you're not losing it. Your brain just might need to move. Today, we're talking about one of the most overlooked but most powerful ways to reboot your brain, reset your focus, and start making decisions that feel aligned again. It's movement, the real brain fuel. No pills, no puzzles, just you and your body doing what it was built to do. For years, I used to think that I had to think my way into clarity. But one morning, I had a very challenging decision to make. And I'm like, I just need to take a break. I can't think about this anymore. I put on music and I was in the kitchen doing my tango drills in my slippers, which is even more challenging. And my posture resets and everything. And then I stopped all of a sudden and was like, I know what to do. I know what I need to do. And it wasn't that it was because I was staying still. It was because my thinking improved because I was moving. All of that mental banter back and forth, the fogginess, I don't know what to do, it suddenly left. I knew exactly what I needed to do. And it didn't come from sitting still, making a list of pros and cons. It came from listening to my body and letting it take the lead. I have a client who she likes to do a lot of her really heavy decision making in the morning. And she's found that it is so much easier for her to do that if she does a little 9-minute jam in the morning. So she puts on the listening app that she listens to, she puts on 3 songs, she dances around in the kitchen. Sometimes she does more of the calisthenic kind of thing. Other times she just does whatever it is. And she told me, it's kind of crazy. The way that I used to think before and how agonizing it was to make decisions. Now I move first and then I think better afterwards. And she's not alone. I have another client who, when she has a big decision to make, she goes out and goes for a 10-minute walk. She goes out in nature, walks around, thinks about the trees and smells the air. And then she comes back and she knows exactly what to do. And not to get too brain geeky, but I want to talk a little bit about what's going on here. So your brain has 2 parts. One is the CEO, that's that prefrontal cortex, the part in the front here. It handles decisions, focus, problem solving. But your body, that's the COO, or the chief operating officer. It runs the day-to-day operations. It gathers the intel. It moves information. So when the COO, your body, gets moving, it sends signals up to the brain, the prefrontal cortex, the CEO, saying, hey, we're clear, we're ready to go do stuff. And the fog clears and you're much clearer. The term for this is embodied cognition. And you can think of this as your secret weapon. It means you don't think with your brain, you think with your body. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it works. Your movement, your breath, your posture, they all shape how you process the world. So when you're stuck in your head, what do? It's not a mindset thing. It's a movement issue. So here are a couple of things I'd like for you to try this week and see for yourself. So one is tango drills. Now, it doesn't really have to be tango drills. It can be anything where you stand and move from side to side. It can be walking backwards and forwards, but you move with the intention of moving and you breathe. You feel the floor. You feel connected to your body. The second one is what I call decision walks. So these, you pick a song and you stretch or you go for a walk and you walk without your phone. And this is not a social media time. If you use music, that's what you have your phone for. You let feeling the rhythm of your steps as it falls on the ground, the way that you breathe, the way that nature looks and feels. And so you're really connecting back to your body rather than looking at social media or whatever it is that's going to distract you from connecting with your body and really feeling that movement. That's the important part. You don't need a perfect routine. You just need to start moving. So there are two ideas, but the really big thing out of this is to find what you love doing. Find the movement that you like, and it will become easier. And then you're ready to do it whenever you need to step away to make a decision. You want to be clear. This is how you build a sustainable brain-body connection that works for you.
That's it for this reset. Thank you for spending this time with me. If today's episode gave you something to think about, I'd love to have you subscribe so you never miss what's next. And remember to grab your free gift, your midlife superpower, 5 simple power moves to feel like yourself again. The address for this is, or link is, anagelesslife.com/superpower. Thanks again. Bye-bye.